What's up, man?
What up, bruh?
First of all, people don't know who you are. What's your name?
I am Travis P. Jackson,
Where you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
But I was born and raised in Durham until I was the age of 13 or 14. My mama know.
We can tell by the accent.
You already know
So,
it.
so we got you here for HBCU Pride Nation.
Yes, sir.
First of all, tell us about it.
HBCU Pride Nation is a platform that I developed to give HBCU graduates, HBCU students, and prospective students the opportunity to understand why HBCUs are relevant. We promote the significance, connectivity, and pride of all HBCUs, and we help high schoolers understand that they can be greater than what they see on TV through the positive depictions of HBCU history, those that went to HBCUs, and just speaking life into them, man.
So let's do it like this.
Okay.
How's HBCUs changed since you've been in high school?
HBCUs have changed greatly because of the amount of marketing that it's receiving now, because of the number of platforms that are out social media wise, which we know social media is the new TV. Mm-hmm. Some schools have become more strict on how they perform and how they operate.
Yeah.
You also, one of the biggest differences of how HBCUs were back in the day to now is the increase of diversity. It's a lot of Asians, Caucasians, and other people of different nationalities that's starting to increase that population. So even though we're still historically black and still predominantly black, there's a great increase of diversity of HBCUs.
How old was you when you first realized you wanted to go to a HBCU?
What year did Drumline come out?
We might have been in like 9th, 10th grade.
Bro, whenever that was, that's what whenever that was.
So let me ask you this, because we talked about this on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
What do you think Drumline did for our generation, our age range? Because it did a lot. And I'm going to give you my take, but I want to hear yours first.
Drumline gave us pride and music. Drumline used Gavin as a character that was able to relate to, that people were able to relate to, as in not being raised with their father, being able to say that you still made it without your father. Shout out to my father now, cause he in my life now.
Yeah.
Also from the lifestyle of being at a HBCU, from the music to the big BET HBCU band showcase, to just looking at the culture in depth.
Yeah.
And even though Atlanta A&T is a fictional HBCU, a lot of people either wanted to go to Atlanta A&T, especially Hillman College, Truth University, and what was the other school? Oh no, that's the Quad. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Okay. So funny, because I was talking to Corey, aka Grizzly, as we were talking.
Yeah.
And he said what Drumline did for him was it gave him exposure to Greek life. So it was just amazing to see what other things.
Drumline?
Yeah, he said, because I guess that one scene made him. I think he said the one. So
you
overall,
sure he didn't say Stump the Yard, Gavin?
He said Drumline. He said he got it because he said the fraternity life, he saw it within. Like, we know people
I know what
within,
you're talking about.
So they had one guy who crossed.
Yeah,
over, but
it was
also,
Jason Weaver.
Yeah, but also I think the whole aspect of, the band and that their internal fraternity showed him like that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Speaking about HBCUs, this is gonna be a whole nother segment. But
okay.
Speaking of which, walk us through GHO. Walk us through, because nobody understands unless you've experienced it, and then I don't think the real people understand who attended A&T. So walk us through
GHO.
Yeah.
All right, so basically GHO, greatest homecoming on earth.
Okay.
The biggest HBCU hashtag there is. It has over 2 million posts about GHO in social media landscape. You have to be prepared for GHO. You have to get your liver ready for GHO. You have to train your body for GHO, especially if you love drinking. You have to be able to know that you are a part of a big family, because half the people that go to GHO, didn't go to A&T.
That is true.
You got to be ready for Murphy Hall, the plots. It'll feel like there's over 10,000 people in one area on a hill. You got to be ready to see the people that you haven't seen in years. Get your tickets in time for Next Level events, because Next Level takes over GHO nightlife. What else? You got to be ready to turn up. You got to get to the game. You got to see the band. You got to be able to see the Golden Delights. You got to just be ready to eat. You got the step show. You got the tailgates. You got everything. You got people out there vending to make money. Gavin got me talking about GHO. I probably won't shut up. But GHO is amazing.
So shout out to A&T.
Yeah, Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride. So last thing, walk us through the Hillman Experience, and first of all, where does it stem from? Walk us through its purpose and its plan. But before you get there,
okay,
I want you to tell us how HBCU Pride Nation came about, and then walk us through the whole just transition of the Hillman Experience and lead us out with what your goals. I'll walk you all through that because I gave you too many questions. But the point is, start off with
HBCU Pride Nation got started because there was too much negativity in mainstream media when it came to HBCUs. And one day, I went to this event called the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame, where they crowned the Miss HBCU, which their title officially is named Miss NBCA, who represents all the HBCUs. And the question posed to the queens were, are HBCUs still relevant in today's society? So I started it to give a visual depiction of positivity and excellence that come from HBCUs. So now we have over 175,000 followers nationwide. We do advertising, we do merchandise, we do our biggest thing is to let kids understand that they are greater than what they see on TV. And speaking of TV, we produced this event called the Hillman Experience. Of course, a lot of us know about Whitley Gilbert, Dwayne Wayne, A Different World, which Hillman College stemmed from The Cosby Show, which Bill Cosby used The Cosby Show to be a platform where he promoted a lot of the HBCUs with a lot of the sweaters he would wear each and every time on the show. So then our goal with the Hillman Experience is to transform urban high schools into Hillman College. What does that mean? That means we put on a pep rally, we put on a panel discussion, as well as a HBCU college fair for students. Now, how did we come up with the idea? A Different World is the most classical TV show that depicted historically black colleges and universities, along with 90s sitcoms that wore HBCU paraphernalia to increase enrollment by 3 times, tripled enrollment. So we feel as HBCU Pride Nation that it's important that we keep this legacy living on. So at our event that we had, shout out to Cassandra Martin as well of West Charlotte High School and on our squad, our team. We decided that we wanted to give the students at West Charlotte High School the opportunity to know what an HBCU is, because we understand that guidance counselors and some people that do college tours for high schoolers, they may purposefully or forget, as they quote unquote say, forget about putting HBCUs on the college tour map. So we bring the HBCU culture to your school. Our first big event, we had over 950 people that registered to attend the Hillman Experience, and then over 1,000 students came. Also, they came with their parents, so it's probably like 1,500 to 2,000 people that was at West Charlotte High School. We did a panel discussion where HBCU alum was able to give honest feedback, honest insight and experience to students about the HBCU experience. Mm-hmm. Then we did a pep rally where we highlighted West Charlotte's band, their cheerleaders, We had the Deltas do some stepping. We had Mayor Vaughn Lyles. Shout out to Mayor Vaughn Lyles, the first African American woman to be the mayor of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep.
We had a motivational speaker, the whole nine for this pep rally. Then we did the HBCU College Fair called The Experience, and that was in the Pit. You know, the Pit was real big on A Different World. So the students, it was almost 35 HBCUs represented, and the students received almost $1 million in scholarships to go to HBCUs. And I didn't tell you this on the podcast, but I think Benedict College gave out like 10 free rides, bro.
Amazing.
So imagine, and when you put it in an equation, imagine a student that's on the west side of Charlotte,
yeah,
that people are counting out.
Yeah.
Plus, they on Beatty's Ford, bro.
Yeah.
Then you add the fact that they're waking up. They waking up, coming to an event, and that's about to change their life, and they don't even know it.
Yeah.
So you're taking kids from the hood, and like I like talking about HBCUs because I say the HBCU takes people from the hood and give them take them from a rags mindset to a riches mindset. Yeah. And that's how the HBCU is. Amazing. So we in 2018. I'm on a roll, ain't I?
Yeah, go ahead.
On 2018, we plan on taking the Hillman Experience to different cities. We plan on changing our content on our social media page. Mm-hmm. We also have our thing, which is reinvention, relationships, reality. Reinvention has already been formed to make it more powerful. Developing greater relationships face to face, not just keeping it digital, and doing all of that so it could all connect at one time to create a greater reality for us as a brand, for HBCUs, and for these kids that we want to serve.
Amazing. So how can people get in contact with you?
You contact Kyara Anderson at Kai_era. That's my girlfriend. No, playing. You could reach us at HBCU Pride Nation on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Our email is info@HBCU Pride Nation. My email is travis@HBCUPrideNation.com. DM us, slide in the DMs. Yeah.
Perfect, man. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
We appreciate you. We're going to get you on
Unscripted, baby.
Thank you. We need that plug at the end.
Yes, sir.
And we'll